Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to Rooted in Hebrew. Find myself in the middle of something to tell you. It is what it is. I'm glad that you brothers and sisters made it in today and trying to get things started. Shalom, Sister Hazel and Sister Linda Cross. Shalom. I'm glad you all was able to make it in today. Talking about some things that's very concerning to us. It's very concerning to us. And it's what we're seeing every day. Everything it's always something going on a daily basis. There's something always going on. If somebody ain't said this or did that, boom. When it's all over said and done, the majority of the nonsense in this world affects us. It affects us. And so at the same time, it will lead us to believing or to think, what's really going on. I mean, you look at this world, people around here still talking about P. Diddy. Whatever that man got going on, it's not none of my business. We, as an awakened people, we have a present danger or concern that needs our attention. What an individual chooses to do with his or her own life is their absolute business. I don't need to be here seeing no documentary about that man's life, things he did, and things of that nature. It's not serving a purpose for me.
Thank you very much.
It's not serving a purpose for me. Mm-hmm. Shalom, Sister Monica. I'm glad you made it in today, sis. So, I mean, we seeing things in this world, and these people, they doing things intentionally. They're doing things intentionally to keep us distracted, bombarded, whatever you want to call it. This is what they're doing. And if we allow them to take us off of our path, we're the one who's going to get hemmed up. They already know where they're going. That's one thing they know. They know exactly which way they are going and which they are headed to. So, distraction, they know not to feed into it because they're the one who's feeding it out. They know what they are feeding out. Shalom, Yah Saint. This is what they're doing. We, on the other hand, we're seeing what they're doing, knowing what they're doing. We need to be drawing ourselves ever closer. And the stronger we become as a close-knitted family, the better off we're going to be. I'm serious. The better we go end up being. Shalom, Brother Kenneth. Shalom, Sister Karma. Let me make sure I'm saying your name correctly, sis. Kamaya. I hope I'm not butchering up your name, sis. Oh, you're a poet. Okay. Hey, but I tell you, poetry is what we need in these last days. Something to keep us alert and faithful. Because when you listen, one thing about poetry, that's when you have to use your thinking ability, your listening ability. What is this poet really truthfully saying? How is it going to affect your life? I tell you now, I used to be big in that, what do they call it? The poetry reading and thing, and they have like music on it in the background. I forgot what they called it, but they had it in Chicago a few years ago, and it kind of died out. And I think it more so went to Atlanta, Georgia. If I'm not mistaken, during the music phase when Atlanta was just, getting on the map when it came to music, yes, it seemed like poetry went down there, and they started setting up clubs and things just for poetry reading. But I tell you, shalom, Sister Mara. But this is what we need is to really be mindful of us drawing together. That's the most important thing that we should be seeing, should be hearing. And don't get me wrong, there are. I heard Sister E saying the same thing. I heard Sister Brother Rick Fletcher saying the same thing. I'm hearing a lot of brothers and sisters saying the same thing. We need to come together. We need to come together. We need to, truthfully, we need action now. The words went out there. We bombarded the internet with the words. Now it's the action. Where do we start? How do we start coming together? Oh, it's more than a notion just by saying something. Now you want to talk about some work. You want to talk about some action, hard work. Come together. Hey, how can we work this out? How can we come together? Now, that's when you get into that work. That's when you putting in that let me see, blood, sweat, and tears, because trust and believe. It's going to take just that. It's going to take just that for us to come together. Because one, we already got a principality, some principalities that's going to work against us. That's number one. It's not nothing that I'm saying is going to be a negative thing, but it just we know, hey, we're going to run into some issues here. It ain't necessarily, well, it is the government being guided by the devil. The government is being guided by the devil. Yes, you're going to run into it. And all we can do is just, we could talk about it. Just talking about it brings in that fear, brings in that Black Messiah mentality of this nation or nations. But we gonna have to bring in that action regardless. We gonna have to bring it in. And it seems, brother, it seems it's going to start with this YouTube stuff. YouTube, TikTok, whatever media that's out there that we are on, Hebrew Connect, all of these will have to be bombarded by us, that we come together. That's one thing we're going to have to do and bring this in. Of course, I mean, this is what we're going to need. If we're talking about strength, and like I said, they're going to fight us. You'll be thinking you're minding your business. Come together as a people. Trust and believe. They're going to find something to disrupt our movement. They're going to do it. They've been doing it for the longest. Well, you get organizations saying, hey, we're going to do this. Next thing you know, here come like some brothers and sisters say, agents. Here come a witch. Boom. And it comes in and it decimates brothers. Shalom, Sister Patricia. That's what it does. They come in and they orchestrate this stuff. And they say, wait, this is why we can get into them. And they come right on in and they do what they're good at. That's what they do. And the sad thing about it is this, brothers, is that what they use also in Africa. They use your own people or people that look like you in order to break your spirit. Now, can you imagine? Here we are trying to come together as a people, and then you sin and you come to realize out of your time within this coming together, and you come to see a brother who looked like you or a sister, and just rip things apart. That it messes with you. That's what it does. It affects something about you, and that's what they want to do. They want you to come and, hey, you got this mental disposition or mental visual effect and they want it to affect you. Like, hey, you know what? Bump it. I'm just not going to deal with nobody. I'm just going to keep to myself. Keep it to yourself, brothers and sisters, truthfully. And it sounds like it's a winning game, but truthfully, it's not. I'm not going, I mean, it's not a winning game. We went into slavery together. We will come out together. The Most High said these two sticks would come back together. There is a separation of us. Hold on. Hey, Rich, can you turn it down a little bit? I thought this thing was. It's speeding over to here. Yeah. I thought it was, and you would think it's a TV. It's one of the little small little Bluetooth box. All right, yeah, they was hearing it. Yeah, but that's the thing. Thanks a lot, Sister Linda Cross. But that's what's happening. We got to start it somewhere. We got to start putting. You know what I forgot to do? Today is Thursday. Oh my goodness. All right. Once I don't know if Sister Duran is out there. Once she come in, and I'll just send the link out. Then she can come on in. But this is what we have to do. I mean, and I think this is happening already. Truthfully, with like Sister Duran. You know, she's trying to help us to realign our thinking when it comes to money matters. That's how we come together. Money matters. That's just one. I'm not saying that's the main thing out of our lives. But when we come together and we start working together, that's when things starts to take a turn for the better. But at the same time, when you find yourself coming together, we got to always be on point. Because, you know, everybody and their mother will come in. But everybody is not looking or not thinking to the masses or thinking alike of the masses. We thinking about coming together. They think about, I don't like this. I don't like this person. And they coming in and they're thinking about disrupting what we're trying to put together. And we got to have that action, brothers. Shalom, Sister Van P. I tell you, man, I don't know why you just want to take that speaker with him. But I tell you, that's what we have to contend with. And this stuff been hitting us. I would say the number one I can remember. This is 2025, 24, 23, 22, maybe 20. I think it was 20. I don't know. It's when what's that brother's name? What was that? I forgot the name of his channel. But anyway, he went on a tantrum, saying that brothers and sisters was throwing up some demonic signs, hand gestures and everything. He was talking about these I forgot what name, ATC or something like ATC. That's a medicine. Oh my goodness, I forgot the name of it. But anyway, that right there, it alerted the community. And everybody was like, what? And so there was a whole lot of bumps and bruises that this brother brought about. And Yacoba was speaking about it. He said, I don't think that's him, and things of that nature. Now, don't get me wrong. I was pretty much on the same line. I said, no, this don't sound like this brother. Until, now, this is the power of brothers. Is when they think the best of a brother because nobody heard anything from this brother. They said, no, I don't think that's him. So there was off the top a positive TCA. Thanks a lot, Sister Hazel. TCA. Yes, thoughts, camera, action. Okay. We thought the best of the brothers. We rather went to the positive, and truthfully, I don't think a lot of brothers and sisters was looking more so of the negative because we know how the system set, the system can set itself up to make like somebody said this, somebody said that, and they didn't say nothing until he got up on Teo Ministries channel. And I kid you not, it was quite discouraging. It was. It was quite discouraging. And I'm like, man, bro, are you for real? That's what we do. If you want to talk about black people, we gesture. And there's nothing demonic about our gesturing. And don't let us get upset. We be throwing out sign languages just by means of gesturing. And so where he got that from, yeah, right, you're right, Sister Cynthia. It did. It turned out to be true. But we took the high road. We chose a high road until we heard from that brother. Because this is the media. This is technology. You got cloning. You got people that can sit up here and mimic. You have AI now. You have AI that can sit up here and sound just like you. No, we heard you say so and so, so and so. You be right here saying, I have not said not one word. But AI did. See, this is the danger. These are the things that we will have to contend with, brothers and sisters. Not even just from the voice, even from your face. AI got you down packed. So now this is the reason why I was saying a few weeks ago that I am very uneasy when it comes to AI, because I see some danger right in front of it. That's what I'm seeing. I am seeing that very, you're right, Sister Cynthia, deception. That's what I'm seeing. On the very near horizon, not years down the road. We're talking about, if they can sit, let me shut up because I don't want to be giving them no line of thought of how they can come in and try to mess us up. But I'm quite sure you brothers and sisters know the implications of this AI. Now, I like some of the Bible things they have out there with AI. And then I just started to look at that word AI. Although it's talking about Moses and the Israelites and all that, I got that. I get it. It's the artificial. It's the word artificial intelligence that irks me. That's narrating the life of our forefathers. That's the thing. That's just me, and it could be something, and it can't be. It may not be something, but this is what we're seeing things, and we're trying to use it. The internet came about. We seeing it. We use it. But then there's some dark sides to the internet too. You got the dark web, and then you also have another form of internet that they know. The moment we release this, that's it. This thing you call the internet is a joke. The thing that you call the internet, this is a joke. It's the other stuff that they got. Great Pretender. And that's what it's going to be. They'll speak. Hey, They just like churches. They will speak a little truth. They will speak just a little truth just to draw you in. A little truth, draw them on in. A little truth, draw them on in. And once they feel that they got your confidence in them, your confidence is in them, they start to add their little understanding. And it may be slightly twisted, but your confidence is in this particular person or thing. And then they keep on bringing some more. All right. They brought in a little bit more. Let me just give you a good example. And I know I told you, brothers and sisters, this. That's how I came up. They brought in some truth. But then they started twisting some things. And I started noticing this at a young age. I started questioning some things. When the Most High said, do not drink or eat blood, that's scriptural. You must drain out the blood. That's what he said. And cook that animal thoroughly. Blood should not be in that piece of meat. This is scriptural. But then this is where individuals come in and they tweak it a little bit. They already got your confidence. They believe what you're saying is the truth. So now they came in and they said, hey, the people that's calling themselves taking the lead. You cannot tell a person that he's eating blood. That's going to be upon his or her own conscience. This is a religious organization that put that information out. And what do you think people want to do? Disobedient people? They're going to be serpent. They're going to have a roll and a piece of beef, medium rare, and they want to call it juices. Oh, that's the red dye. And the sad thing about this, brothers, is this. I've been seeing a lot more and more brothers go about doing things like that. Back in the days, no, black people knew, don't go in no restaurant. They cut that burger and have that steak and they come, oh, no. You got to take this back. We want this well done. They was very big upon it. And I'm talking about when I was a child, they made sure that meat was well done. Now, I seen Brother and Squeak. Oh man, that's some good eating there. This is what they're saying. But it's the religious leaders that's supposed to be taking the lead that's putting this nonsense out. And now we're starting to put them in front of the Most High. Yes, I address my mother on that. She tell, oh no, the society said this. And I'm like, brothers and sisters, I am strictly for what the scripture says. Because man can go wayward at any given time. That's one thing about it. They can go wayward. And if you don't have your faith in the Most High, and then because you got a man that comes there and said, oh, the Most High sent me to you to tell you these things. Brothers and sisters, we still up under obligation to protect our line of thinking. We are. And if they come in here talking about, they got your confidence, and then you want to come in and twist some things. No, it's when they start twisting is when you need to start unraveling. And if the unraveling, hey brother, I'd like to talk to you about this here. Now you said this here. What scripture you have to back this line of thinking up that makes you say this or say that? Question them. But then these churches do not want to be questioned, but they want your confidence. But they do not want you to question them. That's one thing they do not want you to do. They want you to follow them, listen to them, to stroke their ego when it's all over said and done. To stroke their ego. Shalom, Sister Kathy. That's what they want. And I'm not trying to stroke nobody's ego. Now, if what? I listen to a lot of other brothers and sisters, Daughters of Zion. I just listen to a whole lot of different ones. And some of them I do. Truth Unedited said something a couple of days ago I don't agree with. I'm going to tell you I don't agree with. And he was talking about how the Most High was talking about, what is it? Romans chapter 11, talking about the jealousy that he's going to put in his people. And he was using it against the camps. And the way he used it against the camp, I did not agree with. Because that same jealousy, that's across Israel as a whole, not just only certain ones. That's on Israel as a whole. If you look at Romans chapter 11, but he placed it upon these brothers because the message of way how they put out there when it comes to towards the Gentiles. And if I tell you, how many of you brothers and sisters do not have a jealous streak to your awakening when it comes to all other nations? There is a measure of jealousy that you do have that keeps you well grounded towards your service to the Most High. And I know for a fact you go have it in you because you're going to know this is what I need to do as an Israelite. Shalom, Sister Pixie Dust. That jealousy is in you. Nations come up and say, you know what? Let's just say we all guys kids. No, you be the first. No. We're gonna make a distinction. You're not gonna walk over me and think you go to Yahusha. It ain't gonna happen. That's scriptural. And I'm talking about faithful Israel. You're not going to step over a faithful, blood-bound Israelite. That's not going to happen. That's just like somebody saying, oh, I'm going to step over Yahusha and go straight to Yah. You know for a fact it's not going to happen. It's a reason why it's called engrafting. It's a reason. And so even if you look at Romans chapter 11, when it came to the grafting, that's a process. That is a process. Now, scripturally, if anyone of you all know anything about grafting plants, you know you gotta shred some skin off of a tree. You got to do with it. Then you take the soil or whatever other plant that you want to graft into that tree, and you wrap it around with a whole lot of tape or a plastic bag, but it got to be sealed tightly for it to bear roots. That's how that works. That's the time. It takes time for that. Now, this is just my line of thoughts when it comes to that, is this. You being grafted in. How is it? Hey, bro, I'm here. Hold on, let me go out, man. What we have is this. You have a people that went through this suffering. This is what I'm looking at now. This is me now. We went through a great deal of suffering. We still suffer. Matter of fact, we have mental issues for what happened to our forefathers. And the reason why I said this grafting is a process, I'm gonna tell you, because we went through all of that struggle, the killings, the rapings, the lynching, and the nations to get to the last day, say, I believe, oh, you are the people, but we the one who suffered. So now, here it is. You will come straight in off of our platform of suffering, and you grafted in. No, brothers and sisters, I don't believe that. I do not believe that. Because in order for them to appreciate where they're coming from, don't you think you need to see something? You know, you just can't come in. Oh yeah, my forefathers owned slaves, but I believe you all the people and so and so, so and so. And you think you just gonna come in that way? I don't see it that way, brothers. I mean, I do believe in the grafting, but I do also believe this. You gonna have to come to learn to appreciate this struggle. Why did the Most High send us through that? You think he sent us through that? Shalom, Brother Robert. Do you think that he sent us through all of this hurt, pain, struggle, just for the world to come in without a scratch on their body? We had to go through this. The Most High wanted us to come to appreciate what he's given us. How is it that the nation, the Gentiles, can come in these last days, step over all the suffering that we went through? Now, if somebody out there can explain that to me, I'm wide open. Explain that to me. Because at the same time, the scripture speaks about a great tribulation that is supposed to come upon this world. That's what the scripture said. What is that great tribulation for? And then after the great tribulation, there will be some nation that's going to survive. So now, how is it now that these as it's grafting in, it's supposed to take place just like that? Now, I mean, we went through all this suffering, and through our suffering, you could be grafted in. I mean, due to our disobedience, they being grafted in. Well, we went through all of this transatlantic slave trade, all of that, every type of suffering we went through. And this is how they coming in. This is how the nation is coming in. Please correct me if I'm wrong, because I seriously believe that grafting is a process for the nation. Sister Pixie Dust, that's my line of thinking, because, like I said, the ones that's going to be the ones that is going to be grafted in are the ones who caused the trouble for Israel. They're the descendants of them, and some of them are the people who caused trouble, who just turned around and repented. I get it, I got it, and I understand it. So, I mean, that's just my line of thought on it. And things. And I look at it like this, Sister Monica. It's that I can see people getting puffed up with pride. That's what I can see. If you think Israel can get puffed up with pride, the nation can do the same thing. What? You don't think that an individual will one day sit down and think, you know what? I read what y'all went through and everything, but man, I'm so glad that I did not go through that. You know? I don't know. Maybe I could be overthinking it, but hey, that's just my line of thinking. Let me see what your sister said. You know what, Sister Hazel? There's some things I don't listen to. And you know what? In this time of the end, Shalom, Sister Melody. In this time of the end, you're going to have a whole lot of people coming out with some whole lot of dumb stuff to say. I was just looking at one, Sister Hazel, and it was talking about black people, but then it was and it sounded like one of the brothers out of the camp. I ain't gonna lie to you, using AI, trying to prove his point that the Indians are the lost tribe of Israel. That's how I pushed it out. That's how I looked at it. And so I'm being put on alert because it's a whole lot of stuff out there. It's a whole lot more than it was last year. It's a whole lot. When you're starting to see things come to its end, oh, Satan, all right, this stuff is coming to an end. Satan knows exactly. I need to dump some garbage on the internet. And that's what he does. He started dumping a whole lot of garbage. One moment you can go talking about if you had this these are lines on your hands, you are this here and you are that there. I mean, it's so much stuff out there. It is like you need discernment like never before in your life in Israel. That's what you're going to need. When they're talking about the transatlantic slave trade never happened, that sounds just like something that the devil would say in order to throw you off of your game. Just to throw something in, put something in your head. And I mean, and when it gets to that, and some of it, it can be alluring. They will have one title up there, and then you get into it, and it's something totally different. And it can be confusing. Confucius? Yeah. Sister Melody. Whoo, sister, but what are you doing? AI took off. When I was in a few months, I was like, brothers, be careful of the AI. Be careful of it. And I mean that right down to this very day, up to now. That AI, yes, we need the discernment and wisdom. It's going to be something that needs to be cloaked all over you. It needs to be cloaked all over you. Because if we don't, we're going to get ourselves hemmed up. We're going to get ourselves hemmed up. And it's going to get to a point where you be like, you know what? The internet used to be good. This is one time you got to step away from it. And it's going to be more so that you're going to need a face-to-face. You have to be physically together in order for you to be to get your encouragement from brothers and sisters and to move on. Because the internet gonna get so devilish. It's like you will click on something, you gonna think it's okay, and the more you listen to it, like, wait a minute, they're on some dumb stuff. All they trying to do right now is plant that seed of doubt. Brothers, and that's the thing I'm telling you. That's all they like. Sister Hazel said. That's all they want is that seed of doubt. That's it. If they can plant that seed, that's all they need. That's all they need. They plant that seed of doubt. Oh yeah, I know one brother was talking to me when I was in Tanzania. He was talking about, man, Mike, do you really believe that the Messiah ever existed? I was like, nigga, yeah. And I'm like, we sitting at the table eating and there. He said, I've been listening to so and so, so and so, so and so. He was some Muslim guy. I said, well, brother, this is my thing. I stick with our book. I don't be dibbling and dabbling with other books. And trust and believe. If I do it, trust and believe, I'm already got my guards up on that book. If it's outside of the scriptures. That's me. And so he was saying this, he was saying that, and I was like, well, brother, let me tell you something. That is a very dangerous road you may be putting yourself up on. Now, one guy called me a Messianic Hebrew. I was about to light into him. I was. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, I was about to light into that nigga. I mean, that brother. Excuse me. Yes, I was. But these are the distractions that they put out there. I'm serious. One brother, he got so heated. No, man, I'm all about Yah. I'm all about Yah. You hear me? Ain't nobody trying to hear all that. And he started cursing within the argument. And I'm like, bruh, why is you getting all upset about it? He never existed. Ain't no such thing as Yahusha, so and so. Show me in the Old Testament. I said, brother, I said, the moment you start taking that division out of the Bible, the better off you're going to be. The Old Testament said there is no other salvation except by me. I said, and the Most High can't have a representation. He can't send nobody to represent him, bro. Are you for real? It was some easy conversation I had. I'm like, brother, you getting all upset. You right here doing all. That you no, that Yahusha, he went to the scripture, he showed me the scripture, and I was reading, and I was half asleep. I got it, I'm not ready. I said, wait a minute, hold on. So I sat up because the scripture it threw me for a moment. And the scripture was speaking about when the Yahushua was saying, those that love mother, father, brother, sister more than me is not worthy of me. But it did not say love more than me. It said those that love father, mother, brother, or sister. And it said something else. I said, no. But once I got my bearings, I said, no, brother. What he was saying was this. No, see, there you go. He's trying to change the scriptures. I'm like, brother, I ain't changing nothing. I'm not changing nothing. And then he went into this here talking about the conception of Mary. So God came down, had sex with Mary, and got her. Man, the law speaks about. I'm like, brother, are you for real? And see, this is the thing, brothers and sisters. I'm gonna say this: when the Most High says He wants His people to serve Him with spirit and truth, the spirit is this. The Most High is going to let you know, hey, this is the understanding of it. He's not going to leave no doubts to you. It's the ones who will come out there and plant the seed of doubt in you. That's what that is. He said, you're up under that white man's teaching. You still a Christian. You go call me Christian. All right, man, you can call me anything you want. I know exactly. That's the thing. That is the thing. Wait a minute, where am I? What? Okay. Yes, he is. When it's all over said and done, Sister Kathy, that's exactly what's going to happen. So, but I'm hearing more and more of those types of conversation that's coming out. You know what, sis? I don't know what it seems like. I keep hitting a button on my phone, and it keep popping off. I don't know why I keep doing that. You know, but this is the thing. When I say this, brothers and sisters, is we have been bombarded with the internet. That's a lot of stuff on the internet, and then the time is going to come when you thinking you're gonna be going on to a brother's show. All this system is doing is trying to tweak AI so good to when, let's just say, you can have one of your brother's shows that you usually go on and listen to, and you will think it's his show, and you will think that's him speaking. It's not going to be him, because they gonna have the AI down pat. and you go come back. This is the distraction that they're going to cause. They're going to cause this. You gonna get up one day. The day is going to come where you gonna say, this brother said this about so and so, just to get something started. Just to get something started. Sister Doreen, if you want to come in, just let me know. Let me know if you want to come in. Well, you know better. Yeah, let me know if you want to come in, sister, because I know I didn't talk to you yesterday. Let me know if you want to come in. But this is the thing. It's going to happen. It ain't no if, it's when. It's going to happen. And AI and all of this accomplice, people that own the media, they go put it out there. They're going to put, what is the one thing this world can do perfectly? Ask yourself that. What is the one thing that this world can put out perfectly? Do any one of you brothers and sisters know it? Tell me what it is. They do it perfectly. And they do it with a sense of pride. Oh, there you go, Sister Melody. I'm done. That's it. Whoo, they do it perfectly. It's lie. And they would do it. And they can be, what's the word? Heartfelt, genuine about the lie. And if they got to shed a few tears, they're going to shed a few tears. That's what they do. They do that with perfectly. Not a flaw in their bodies when it comes to a lie. Yep. Sister Pixie Dust. Oh, and don't let those tears come down, sister. Oh, you be like, oh my goodness, now you done seen it all. And that's what they do. Hey, but I'm telling you, their lies are very convincing. They have thousands of years of perfection. They have thousands of years of perfection. Matter of fact, they can tell a lie. They can spell lie in so many different ways that ain't even funny. And still make it look beautiful. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Sister Melody. Yes, he did. Taught them. And we seen that, and we seen this in this political arena. We seen that in this political arena. And what makes you think is real? That when we fight to come together, there's not going to be some lies off in there, and there going to be some seemingly truthful lies. It's going to be there. This is a warning for the very near future. Who was that? Sister, one of you sisters said, this is when we really going to need discernment. Brothers, when I tell you this, we need to be praying for wisdom and discernment more than anything. Bump money. When you got wisdom and discernment, you know how to make money. You know how to move money. That is not a problem. And when you got wisdom, oh no, that covers a whole lot of bases. And discernment, oh man, good night. You have life. That's what you have. We pray for wisdom. We ask for discernment in our track. Hey, we need wisdom and discernment, even with that dealing with our own brothers and sisters. This is how far-reaching wisdom and discernment can serve us in our survival and our worship towards the Most High. You cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong. Brothers and sisters, I know they have misled us to when it comes to money, and I know we do need money to do what we need to do. But I tell you one thing: when you got that extreme, I ask the Most High for extreme wisdom. I do, and I said extreme, and I mean extreme wisdom, because it's all because of the devil. I don't put nothing past him. I do not. Even when it comes to your family members. And hmm. And yes, it may hurt just to be thinking about how you may have to just leave your family behind because they may give off the notion they don't want no parts of you. We was already warned about that, Israel. We was warned about. All right, it's not a problem, sister. It's not a problem. um, Sister Dorian, um, we have been warned by Yahusha that this is what you have to do towards your family. When I say your family, I'm talking about your family, your blood relative, and as well as Israel. And that may be the case. We hope and pray for the best. That's what we do. We hope and pray that the Most High shows his hand where it just, truthfully, brothers, and truthfully, let me go back. I seriously believe the Most High is going to let all this trouble come down upon us. This is just me, just to draw us together. Because yeah, we far and wide apart. We over here, we over there. We doing our own thing, our own thing. We just listen to the music. You got to do you. I'm gonna do me, or whatever. The Most High don't want that. Shoot, Sister Pixie does please. My sister, you talking about me? You trying to get them? You're trying to get me on this live for another 4 or 5 hours? No, you talking about family? Family will have you. Man, you'll be going back in history. You go back in history that when you didn't even exist. Talking about your family, I tell you. I mean, it is what it is. But we was warned that these things were going to happen. We were warned. He said, your mother is going to turn over you, your father, your brother, your sister. And some of you will be handed over to the authorities to be placed in prison because of your faith. We was warned about this, brothers. Now we are living, walking targets. Call this a time of peace, Israel. Call this a time of peace. Because it's going to get so real. I don't even think we understand the gravity of what's about to happen. All right, let them go ahead and affect that money. All right, fine. But at the same time, brothers, like I said, in your prayers, let wisdom, always begging for wisdom and discernment, extreme wisdom and discernment. I mean, the wisdom and discernment keeps your blood pressure down. It keeps you calm. You will be able to see a person walking up to you with a bad disposition before they even open up their mouth. That's what wisdom and discernment does for you. Now, we can be ignorant if we want to. We seeing these things come. Oh, here come him. No, my goodness. Look at him. I see exactly how. And then you feed into it. You see what he's coming up with. He or she. Maneuver that in a way where you're showing the Most High that you're using that wisdom. Because when you use that wisdom in the right way and he give that wisdom to you, he will give you more. He gonna say, all right, this person, he or she is using my discernment. I'm giving them. Okay, I'm gonna give them more. But when you have that discernment, the individuals that you can see coming from afar, and you feed into it, and you've been absolutely been given wisdom from the Most High, and you misuse that wisdom, brothers and sisters, that's not a good look. That's not a good look. It's not. Mm-mm. That's the thing. Sister Sister Melody, I will say this. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Yeah, they're going to look at you. And you know what? When I'm going to say this, though. I don't know. And it just, and this is just, what's the word? This could happen. This could happen. When the Most High said when he stated that he's going to wake Israel up, all right. Truthfully, I was up under the assumption this would go happen all at one time. It didn't happen. It didn't. It did not happen in no one time. Because I'm like, man, are we all awaken at one time? Oh no, we go. You know, you go step out of Christendom. You want to step out of Islam. You want to do those things. And that would have been massive for the world, because we all over the world. We all in all whatever religion is out there, trust and believe Israel is in it. It was already prophesied about it. Israel is in it. But the Most High said, you know, he didn't do it that way. He woke up individuals. He woke up individuals so sparingly to individuals like, man, it's lonely out here. They come to realize something. How many of you brothers and sisters was lonely when you first woke up? You was out here you was out here all on the internet, all on the roads trying to find somebody who had just a measure of a thinking ability, of a faith that you had, of this awakening. I don't know, a few years ago, it was a very lonely road. It was a very lonely road. That road is not so lonely now because what? We got a lot of drama. We got a lot of drama that's going on now. And when you get a lot of drama going on, you get, all right, there's something that's happening that Hashatan do not want to happen. Shoes, no, sister, you're not lonely, Sister Pixie Dust. Brothers and sisters are hopping on YouTube more than ever now. When some of them only show up like maybe once a month, twice a month, no, they've been showing up, they've been popping up. Because you can't keep up with the prophecies now. There's so many prophecies that's being fulfilled that you're like, wait a minute, man. I mean, this just happened. I mean, Trump opened up his mouth. It's just like, man, good night. He just went through it's just as if he went through the whole book of Obadiah and said, all right, the scripture said this, I'm going to say this. The scripture says that I'm going to do this. He like doing everything as if he went in there and read the book of Obadiah and said, I'm going to do absolutely opposite of what he's saying the Most High said he's going to do to me. I'm going to make America great again. If you think I'm joking, brothers and sisters, go and read the book of Obadiah. Read it. Listen to this man. Listen to that man with all the stuff that he says. They are on the move. They are on a move. And they jump from the book of Obadiah and they just like slide in like they Morris did in the time, how they did that little dance. They slid to the side for a moment and they slid, and this political system slid right on into the book of Revelation. Like they do in the brand new dance they call the walk. That's what they did. They walked right into the book of Revelations. That's what they did. Along with the religious people. Now, I want you brothers to understand this also, or at least let's just take it for food for thought. Now, we all know that that the United States, as Trump clearly states, is a Christian country. Did he not say that? He don't have to say it. We already knew it. We already knew that. But now, if you want to talk about Christian, and you took our book and made it a Christian book, or think you did, a Christian book. All right, yeah, you went in there and took out Passover and you came up with Easter. That's what they did. Oh, you took our day of rest. You said Sunday. We say the seventh day. They do anything. Now, at the same time, with all this stuff that's going on, all of this, let me see, hoopla that they're causing. I'm going to lay something down on you, brothers. Is that Christ-like of what this nation is doing to its residents? Is it Christ-like? Now, since it is a Christian country, is this, or the action of this government, is it Christ-like? Although he never existed, but we know they formulating him after us. And we know for a fact it's not. You're right, Sister Hazel. It's not. But we want to take their understanding and throw it back up on them. And then at the same time, Sister Hazel, where's the Pope at? Why haven't he said anything about all of this? He's in the hospital, supposed to be fighting for his life. Why is it all of a sudden he come up sick? It just, hey, I'm just throwing food out there for a line of thought. You know, where's all these what do they call them? Not pastors. What do they call that? The priests, Catholic priests. Where they at? Why are they not coming? Now, Sister Pixie Dust, the last I heard, he's supposed to be sick. Last I heard, he's supposed to be sick. You know, I don't know. But we just spoke about how they can tell a lie and make it believable. They can make a whole movie off of a lie. So I don't know whether this man is sick or not. I mean, and the news says he's sick. Just like the news said a 14-year-old boy killed some white girl. And they put him in a lecture and killed him. So, I mean, what? You know? They'll tell a lie in the name of Jesus. I mean, yeah, I mean, he could be sick, sister, you know, I mean, teach his own, you know. Oh, you wrong. Sister Kathy, open up a portal for his friends to come in. Yeah. They have become so emboldened within themselves. It is absolutely unbelievable. See, now the world is about to feel our pain, but their pain will be our salvation. Their pain will be our salvation. And they don't even realize it. Now, when they thinking, now, you know, what's going to happen, or the things that's happening rather, they're going to, they're about to get a rude awakening. Oh, well, let me take that back. They already up under a rude awakening. They're up under it. It's happening right now for them. That rude awakening, having a house and mortgage and all that stuff, they are, they're starting to see the suffering now. That's what they're feeling. All that pain that we've been going through. The Most High know exactly. All righty. This is about to happen to these people. This is what's about to happen to these people. And it's happening. It's happening. Now, sister, I don't know about that pixie dust. How he, somebody must have came up and shook his hand, or he kissed somebody, some baby on the forehead when he was sprinkling them for the baptism, and you know, got sick. But it's something how they could walk about as if they're the holiest thing on this planet. And I'm talking about both of them, both facets. I'm talking about the Rev 29 and them also. Yeah, they keep on kissing the lips of demons. They go burn something off. That's what they go do. They go burn something off. But it's drawing close for us, brothers. And we need to start putting out, and brothers and sisters, this is my encouragement. Let us start putting some thoughts out there of how we can come together. And you know, and to say to say we need to come together, it's easy. It is easy for us to say we need to come together. But I tell you, it's a difficult thing to put it together. It's a difficult thing to put that together. One, and this is just not no negative thing. Just like a majority of you brothers and sisters, if a person do not believe that Yahusha is Messiah, you pretty much don't want to deal with that person. And I understand that. I mean, you deal with them from a distance. You know the conversation not to have with that person. That's one thing I do. I know for a fact I'm not talking about Yahushua HaMashiach with this particular person. Everything else, the scriptures, are we cool on? That's hmm hmm. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna say it this way. Hold on, Sister Hazel, what you say? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Wait a minute. I just put. All right, hold on. There you go. I would like to think that, Sister Hazel. I would like to think that. But the danger, the danger that I'm seeing, Sister Hazel, is this, and it's going to take. It's and you know there's some truth to what you're saying. I know, but we still up under the devil's nose. That's the only thing, sister. And I know. Mm, for us to come together, sis, I'm serious. It's like truthfully, I think that may be something that may be out of our reach. And it's really going to take, I mean, not saying that, the Most High ain't going to do it, but I mean, I would say it this way. I would say this. I'm going to do my best to draw close to my brothers. That's the way I can do it. That's the way I think I can do it, is draw close to my brothers. We come together as a nation for what Satan has done. It's going to take the Most High. And I seriously believe with this gathering or Exodus is going to be the telltale signs of who we worship. Because I mean, what if you brothers and sisters want to get started right now on getting a few dollars in your pocket? I would say get you some T-shirts and find your script. Find you some scriptures that's talking about this Exodus or the gathering. Put it on your t-shirt and start to put it online and try to sell them. Because trust and believe, once this Exodus starts and the world start to realize it, you're already ahead of the game. Get you some baseball caps. Yes, the world is going to see this. The world is going to see this. They're going to witness a gathering of a people to be going back to their own land. Now, right now, you don't get me wrong, brothers and sisters. Yeah, the conflict between Ephraim and Judah, yeah, it exists right down to this day. Yes, it does. You got some brothers and sisters on the African continent that does not speak highly of us. You do, but the Most High said, no. By the time He get us together and put us back in we're not going to have that issue. He says that. He said that. The world can lie. The Most High cannot. He cannot lie. He's told you what He's going to do and what's going to happen. We individually, we can continue to draw close to one another. You have brothers and sisters that's on the continent. You do. You got brothers and sisters that's going to the continent. I got a few things I gotta do myself. And then I'm going back myself. Pretty much going. I mean, I know I'm going back to Tanzania. I do know that. Business wise, it would appear it has to be in Zambia. It appears. This is just from the research that I've been doing for the last couple of years. Now, business can be done in Dar. But I tell you, brothers and sisters, you better be on your P's and your Q's when you're dealing with Dar. Because you mess around, you might have to lay hands on some brothers in Dar. I tell you, it can be very troublesome. But I tell you, but when you praying for wisdom, extreme wisdom, and discernment, yes, and you using it, you are using what the Most High is giving you. Oh yeah, you could be rich you could be rich in so many different areas. It ain't even be funny. And when I say rich, brothers and sisters, I mean rich, not necessarily monetarily rich, but you could be rich from so many different areas. You're going to know how to move this money over here, and you're not going to worry about it because you're using your wisdom and your discernment to the best of your ability. And the Most High is going to bless you with that. He's going to bless you with all of that if you're using it in that respect. Even when it comes to your brothers and sisters, you know for a fact, if you got a brother or a sister, you know they're hungry. And you don't have to ask them, hey, you look like you're hungry. Once you get that full knowledge, you seeing them. You ain't got to necessarily go out there and toot your own horn. You don't have to do that. All you got to do, all right, let me go in here now. All right. You find the address. Get the address. Leave them a bag, paper bag of money. They don't have to know it's you. Move on about your business. It's the Most High who's going to bless you with your actions. If you have full-blown knowledge of your brothers and sisters in need, will it take the Most High to tell you to leave them some money or help them out? Whatever. That's when that wisdom, that discernment, you're going to know it, brothers. You're going to know it. You can look at a person's disposition and you could tell whether that person is got something on their mind or they dealing with some type of depression. I seen brothers and sisters who knew this and still went off on the person. Went off on the person. I'm like, bro, are you for real? They knew that this particular person was having this problem, that problem, that problem, this problem, and he still went off on them. That's that dangerous thing that the Most High does not like, and it can be very damaging to the person who's causing that problem. Sister Pixie, it's about 50-50 there. It's about 50-50. Muslims and Christian. It's about 50-50 there in Tanzania. Yeah, because I mean I was in the hotel and they kept on playing. It was that call to prayer. Sister, you talking about Negro upset. And they was always on time. On time. But we, as an awakening people, I know there's a lot of things that we hope to do, we want to do. But I've been noticing brothers and sisters been feeling a certain way. They've been feeling a certain spirit in the air. And I'm talking about on both sides. I mean, here for brothers and sisters who, they're seeing things in this system that's not of the norm. And then at the same time, I've been seeing a lot more brothers and sisters saying, hey, I just got a feeling I just need to go to Africa. And I'm not knocking either one of them. I'm not. If you have a feeling or you feel the Most High is telling you, hey, you need, I want you to go. Be obedient. I'm not even going to say go. I'm going to just say be obedient. I never will forget this here. And I was somewhat woke, but not all the way. I was mingling with these this other organization, but this brother, he was not big upon. He was big upon Africa, but he was big on white people taking the lead. That's the thing I did not like. He said he get on his channel. He was talking about we need our own spot in Africa. We need to call it like Little America. I was like, no, we ain't trying to do no Little America, nigga. I mean, brother. No, we ain't trying to do that. I'm like, why do we need to talk about a Little America? You trying to go over there and seclude yourself or something? So we had some words. And so I was like, no, bro, ain't nobody trying to do all that now. And this is another brother was part of that. And that's how I met Mike Roebuck. And so I said, no, dude, we need to go there and mingle with our brothers and sisters. That's just my mindset. So, but he wanted to go over there. So we had trips planned to go to Angola and all of this and all that and everything. We talked with some people there and things of that nature. So, but it was the spirit. And he said, yeah, they need it. The Chinese went over there. And see, this is the thing that got him upset was the Chinese was going over there, getting all types of contracts, doing all type of businesses and everything. He was talking about why we can't have a bank. So we started working with this other brother. He was telling us, hey, this is how you start a bank. Brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. And then I never forget that brother. His name was Michael. Oh, and not Mike Roebuck. It was three of us. It was three Mikes. And they said some money came up missing. Oh my goodness. That's the last thing you need to hear as a black man or a black woman. It's like, here we go again. Here we go again. shoot, sister, what are you talking about? Change my language, sister Monica. Sister, I didn't. You talking Dar? I ain't changed my language. They just laughed at me when I try to do some Swahili because I be messing up. I mean, well, you know what, sister Monica? I can read Swahili. I can read it. They was very shocked that I can read Swahili, but I can't speak it. I mean, I don't know the meaning to it. But that's one thing I did get out of that. But this here with this other organization, money came up missing, and I was like, man, you know, I was like, man, that don't sound good. And so the people that was putting in money, and when I say money, brothers and sisters, somehow we came up with $1 million. $1 million to open up a bank. So when people say we should do this and do this, I know about doing those things. I know about money coming up. When you're talking about us, we ain't as broke as you think we are. But when you have, you know, some people in places, and the devil will allow money to come in. He will. But trust and believe, he already had that person that has the sticky fingers. He already got that person in place. This is how you break up a Black Messiah's type like organization. And it works. Like a demonic charm. It works in about every single time. That's how, and that's, you know, my thing. I never was around money like that. I was a person, I'm like that hands-on. I'm like, no, just send me to the continent. Let me go in and talk with people that I need to talk with, get information we need to get, and keep it moving. The only money I'll be concerned with is my own. You know? It's easy, brothers and sisters, to say that we need to come together. It's easy. It's easy to say we need to put some things together. It's easy to say that. And what? Let's go. We going on over a week from three YouTube channels that I heard that said we need to come together. We need to put something together. 3. Well, okay, let me hold on. Let me fall back, because now Sister E, she is working on something. You know what? I just thought, yeah, she is working on something. She is. And after we got through with her show, and I seen what she was saying in her email, and I went back and tried to find her email. I can't find her email to save my life, because I'm supposed to send my email to her. So I mean, I'm eventually, I don't know. I'm about to figure it out. I'm gonna go back and look at the show, because she was showing this how you can get her email. So I got to go back and look at it in order for me to get her email and send my information over there to her. You know, and just to do my part, because she ain't gonna be able to do all that by herself. It just absolutely is. It's absolutely impossible for her to do this by herself. It will not happen. It will not happen. But this is the thing, brothers and sisters. We do, even if we have to do it on a personal level. On a personal level, we need to do that. Start drawing ourselves close to our brothers and sisters. And the reason why I say this, brothers and sisters, because one day, this thing we call YouTube or the internet, it just might not be here, because the world is trying to get to a point where they do not want any history of the events that they're about to push out, where they can come back and bite them in the butt for the next 100 or 1,000 years from now, because they have their mentality of survival. So in their survival kit, we want to make sure we don't have no history. If we will have history, trust and believe, we will write our history. If we want to destroy some people, make sure the cameras are not on. That's what Satan's system is doing. That's what it's preparing. They do not want the cameras on. They do not want. If it's going to be any eyewitnesses, trust and believe, you will be. One of the two is going to happen. If you are an eyewitness of an event, they already got you chopped. They already got you chopped up. You ain't gonna leave this ground, not living. Where you stand is where we go bury you at. The rest of these people, they already signed a pact with us. They check their right hand. What do you think is on their forehead? They are preparing themselves. Where a history book, that history book, no. It ain't gonna talk about a massive grave. You would never know anything about it unless somebody came in there and tripped up on it or something. And people are like, we don't know where these bodies come from. We don't have no records of whatever happened over here, and that's all you'll have. This is Satan's system. This is their survival mode plan thing is. Shalom, Brother Dave. We're living in some very dangerous times, and extreme at that. Extreme. A nation that is under judgment, along with all of its hubs, are up under judgment. And it's about to be judged. The judgment is almost complete. The judgment is But the question is this, though. Where will we be standing at the time of judgment? That right there is the number one question that needs to be answered. That's individually. Where will we be standing at? Will we be known by the Most High as a person who kept up um, unnecessary nonsense, who kept up drama? Did we try to keep the brothers and sisters encouraged? These are the things the Most High is going to be looking at us individually. Yes, we almost there. Sister Kathy. We had to be disciplined. And like I stated, we had to go through these things to appreciate what we're about to go to. I mean, if there's no if, we are going to a wilderness. We're leaving one system of a wilderness into another. And truthfully, for the vast majority of right-hearted individuals, we look forward to that wilderness. Why do we look forward to that wilderness? That's the number one question. It's a wilderness. We look forward to that because we know for a fact that the Most High Man, what the? Did you brothers and sisters hear me? Why this thing keep on popping off, man? This phone is brand new and it keeps on popping off. Let me just do it this way. Hold on. Let's see something. Okay. There you go. That wilderness, brothers and sisters, is for individuals that are against the Most High. I mean, they may not come out outright and say it, but eventually, well, you're not. You know what, sister? Now, wait a minute. Hold on, Sister Monica. You're right about that. Now, that is a deprogramming undertaking, because the Most High did. He said it. He stated it. No one will have to teach you this, because He's going to put it into our hearts. His laws, His rules, regulations, and laws is going to be put into our hearts. Then the cross. You said no. What you saying no to? Yeah, that's what it is going to be about. This wilderness, the one we in right now. This wilderness is a demonic wilderness. We had to come here. It was prophesied. It was already prophesied before we even got in trouble. It was prophesied. And along with that prophecy of our captivity, last captivity. And brothers and sisters, hold on, you know what? Let's just think about that for a moment. Let's just think about that for a moment. Our lives has been about captivity, has been into some other nations up under their power. Think about that for a moment. Egypt, that captivity, that particular captivity was not even prophesied. It was not. You look into the scripture, you are not going to see no prophecy about the captivity of Egypt, but it was a captivity. Eventually, it was made into a captivity. That was after the death of Joseph and that generation. That's when we went into captivity. But there is no scripture that prophesied that captivity. Now, but you go through history and the ups and downs of Israel. They sinned so much to the Most High, put them in slave, send them in captivity. We're going to Babylon. We're going to Assyria. Then once we get into captivity, we call out to the Most High. At the same time, while Israel is going in and out of slavery, captivity, slavery, same thing. The Most High had already put it in plans or prophecy. There's going to be one captivity. There's going to be one captivity that's going to supersede all of them. He told that to Abraham. This particular captivity is going to be, it's going to be that one. He said that. This is that captivity that's going to set it off. Israel will not go back into captivity after this. If there's another scripture that speaks about another captivity, brothers and sisters, please bring it to my attention. Please bring that captivity to my attention. We went in and out of captivity, in and out of captivity, in and out of captivity because of our disobedience. And at the same time, the world knew exactly who we were and what can provoke our Elohim to anger or jealousy. The world knew that, and they used it against us. We trying to be like them. They turn around and pimped us. That's what they did. They knew who we were. They knew exactly that. They knew the doings of the Most High more than the Israelites. They knew, hey, if we get their God, if we want their God to turn on them, all we got to do is, hey, send some of these girls over there. Let them go ahead and sacrifice some of that meat to our God and give it to those soldiers over there to eat. And that's what they did. But the Most High allowed that to happen because he wanted us to see the downfall of Israel due to their disobedience. And he kept telling them, you don't want a king. You don't want a king. But you're looking over here at these nations, what? Yeah, they riding on 24s. But they ain't telling you the suspension is bad, that they got to go in and get it fixed near about every month. But you're going by what you see. The Most High was looking at the danger that was hidden within. But Israel did not want to believe the Most High. They was built up. Here we go again. When we're talking about that flesh, they worrying about what they seeing by means of the flesh. They did not get the understanding. This is what's truthfully happening within, and it will hurt you if you go in there and do that. We're at the same point in time. The only thing different about us, brothers and sisters, out of all of the captivities, the only thing that's different about it is one, we were stripped of our knowledge, our heritage. We were stripped about that. And we went up under some serious curses. We experienced that. We did. But the good thing about it is this, brothers, is that although we was black and proud, we still tried to be like the crowd. We did. Until this awakening. Until this awakening happened. And we come to understand who we are. We start to understand the magnitude of who we are and what the Most High said he's going to do for his people. And when the Most High said, yeah, he knew he damaged his people. He said, but I'm going to heal my people. And when all those scriptures started to take root in us, Oh no, it took root. Not just only with the people, it took root with us. We started to understand it. Wait a minute, they lied to us, talking uh, um, about these people that's going to heaven. Come to find out, those people more so is about you. Oh, now you start to understand why we suffer so much. Oh, and we took not only that, brothers, and we took the discipline. We said, yeah, we're descendants of slaves. Our forefathers was disobedient. Oh, yeah, we told the world. We told the world exactly what our forefathers did and what we must do in order to turn around and repent and to be saved. Keep yelling out, brothers and sisters. Keep yelling out that we're tired of this system. Keep yelling it. Keep yelling it. Keep praying it. The Most High, we already seeing His hand already at work. We seeing it. Yes, this is it. Yeah, it may appear that a lot of us are still asleep. It may appear that way. And truthfully, today or an hour or two from now, things can change very dramatically, brothers. It's only going to be at the Most High discretion of what He wants to do, how He wants to move. Because trust, one day we all going to wake up. One day we will wake up, and that day will be one of the days that's going to shake the world. It's going to shake the world. I'm going to tell you this. Here, they've been running tests on these um, national emergency horns. That thing goes off, boom, boom, boom. I mean, oh, they never do that thing on a daily basis, brothers and sisters. I'm serious. They turn that horn on. They turn that horn on and they testing to make sure this thing is working because um, things are getting shaky and they're getting very flaky. They don't know what's to transpire in the next minute or two. They don't know. All they know, and they causing a whole lot of hoopla. That they want this system out of here. That's what they want. You're talking about destroying the American dollar, and then you got a nation that's want to come in. They want that power. They want that power. Along with their getting their power, they're getting their 1 hour with the wild beast. Those 10 toes are going to have power with the wild beast. That's what they want. And if it means, brothers, you have to lose your job, they don't care. Because that's already a saving. There's a saving for you already. They may not know it, but you should know it. You should know, scripturally speaking, there's a saving for you. And if if it has to take trouble for you to see it, trust and believe, you're gonna see trouble. You're going to see trouble. If it's going to take trouble to draw you closer together as brothers and sisters, so be it. If this is what the Most High has to use against His, and I'm gonna say this, Israel, against His stiff-necked people, He'll use it. And some of you brothers and sisters was talking about your own family members. Are they not stiff-necked? Are they not just downright unreasonable at times? I know mine is. I'm serious. It got to a point I like, I don't know, I'm new. I would tell my family at the drop of a dime, y'all Negroes can keep it moving. That's just me. I will move on about my business and not miss a step. When they didn't work that last good nerve, I mean that last good nerve. Yeah, you keep it moving. But when things started to hit them, and now with all of those seeds that you've been issuing out to them, they start to take root. They only go take root when hard times are here. The hard time is the fertilizer, brothers. Let those hard times kick in. That fertilizer and that seed is already, and they think it's not a seed. They heard the things you said. They heard them. The things that you said, you left seeds. It's the hard time that's going to come by and fertilize that seed. They go sit back and they go think about it. They are going to think about it because it's going to take root. It's have to take, and if it don't take root, oh, that person may not be, he may be unsavable. But a witness was given. A witness was given. That's the most important thing. Brothers, let's just go back in time a little bit. Let's go back into, you remember when the Israelites, they came up and, complained against the Most High, and the Most High sent in all of those serpents. You remember that? And then the Most High told Moses to carve out an image of a serpent and hang it up. And if they look at it, they'll continue to live. Right? So in our minds right now, brothers and sisters, we thinking that, well, who got bit by those snakes? It was the Israelites, right? And the majority of us are gonna say yes. And it was. It was the Israelites who got bit by those snakes. Oh, brothers and sisters, it just wasn't grown people that got bit by those snakes. Some of their kids, babies, they also got bit too. I know we don't like thinking about it, but those are things we need to think about. Because if our family members don't make that right decision, especially that head of the house, especially that head of the house, it could be detrimental for that whole household. This is a very serious time in which we're living in. The Most High is about to, I ain't gonna say stand up because I seriously believe he stood up already. Because there's a lot of demonic stuff that's happening right now. There's a lot of demonic activity that's going on. Did you should not tell us, hey, when you see all these things that's here, that there, that this, and all the disobedient kids, do you see all the lawlessness? It ain't just gonna be Israel out there doing a lot of lawlessness, brothers and sisters. You talking about the world in general? It's full of lawlessness. He said, I am at the door. How many seals has been opened that is out of the book of Revelation? And I mean, we could talk to brothers and sisters and find out, and say, brother, one may say five seals that are been opened or whatever. We know one thing. that last seal is the one that's going to be realer than anything. That's the one that's going to end it all. And we're not right here sinking in fear. The one thing that we do have that may be on our side, and I say maybe, and I'm going to say the reason why I say maybe, is the fact that we are the descendants of Israel. That is a blessing. Now, we can take that blessing and we need to capitalize on that blessing as a privilege. We need to maintain that, brothers, as a privilege. Now, you get there and you are here talking about, you Israel and ain't got no work to put and don't have no works. Man, please, you may be in a bit of trouble. You may be in a bit of trouble. If we're going to be Israel, we must maintain our love for our brothers and sisters. When it comes to helping our brothers and sisters, we must be there to help our brothers and sisters to the best of our ability. Because when you doing all of these things for your brothers and sisters, you're doing it to the Most High. Did not Yahushua say the same thing? Yahushua just told you exactly. Hey, the Most High, he loved these people. You do not want to cross these people. You do not want. Well, that person came over here and slapped me in my face and so and called me this and called me that. Alrighty. Still love that person because he loved these people. If he go to deal with that person, he go to deal with them. He loves the people of Israel. And if you think you're going to overstep these people, you're not. You just may find yourself getting buried. And that is to the ones that that's going to be grafted in. There was a warning that the Most High gave them. Don't think so highly of yourself. Don't come in talking about my people. Come in with a very humble attitude, knowing that you don't deserve this. This is what he's saying to the world. The scriptures do state that, hey, Gentiles can be grafted in. Mm-hmm. But like I stated earlier, I see some time in between that. I see time in between that. Right now, if you take a Gentile and a Negro, the question is this: is that Gentile ready to drink the cup that we have been drinking? That's the question, brothers and sisters. We were forced to drink that cup from the time that we was in our mother's womb. We was drinking that cup before we even lived. I mean, breathed our first breath. We was forced to drink that cup. They was not. The question is this: are they willing to drink the cup that we have drunk? Are they ready to go through this persecution? That's it. Did not Yahushua say the same thing to who was that? The son. Who's those two? I forgot the two. It was it John? It was two brothers, and they wanted to sit on one on his right, one on the left side of Yahusha. And Yahusha came back with that question. He said, "Are you able to drink the cup that I am about to drink?" That's what he asked both of them that question. And them full of spirit and eagerness and things that they said yes. They said yes. You say you don't know what you're saying. You don't understand the gravity of what is about to happen to me, that is Yahusha, and then for your descendants. But he ain't let them know about the descendants. He would have told them, I mean, y'all got a couple more thousand years before anything pop off, because we still ain't got through that 400-year captivity. See, that's the thing. Drinking that cup that we drunk, is the nation ready to drink that cup? Are they ready to drink that cup? And truthfully, brothers and sisters, there's going to have to be some type of action for the Gentiles to prove, not to me, not to you, but to the Most High, of what cup are they willing to drink to be in and amongst or grafted into Israel. If I am wrong, please give me a scripture that shows that I have a misunderstanding. I'm all ears for a better understanding of this. When I look at another brother, I know the struggles. If I looked at another sister, I know the struggles. We know the struggles. It's not just I'm sitting here, I'm pacifying ourselves. But the Most High stated that we was going to go through this 400-year captivity with all this trouble. And he said at the same time, it's going to be those people, his people, that's going to come out of that captivity appreciative and appreciating him and understanding the separation of a nation. And do we not try our best to separate ourselves from this nation, from not just this nation, from any other nation? If you want to talk about a strength of Israel showing their defiance to being separated from a nation, we're doing it. This is one time we are doing it. Now, granted, it may be a few of us that's doing it right now. But this is the whole purpose of the wilderness that is up under Yah's, that is up under Yahusha's direction that we're about to go through. That is the wilderness that we are about to go through to show our true allegiance to the Most High. We're about to come out of this demonic system into Yahusha system, wilderness. But we know for a fact it's going to be absolutely, totally different, because he's seen a people who wants him, who wants to be separated from this world. That's what we want. That's what we desire. And yeah, they can call us prejudice or whatever. You got a brother say, no, I'm looking for a sister. I'm not looking for a Gentile woman. I'm not looking for no Mexican. I'm looking for a sister of my bloodline. Christendom is telling you now you wrong. This is what Christendom is telling you now. You sisters? Oh no, you want a black man? No. You're being prejudiced. We're all God's people. We are the generation, brothers and sisters, that's doing that. We're that generation who's trying to hold on, hold on and bring back the laws. This is what we're reaching out for those. We're reaching out for Yah's laws, rules, regulations, and we're trying to hold on to it. We're not trying to dibble and dabble with any other nation. Those days are gone. This is what the Most High has been telling his people for thousands of years. And we happen to wake up to our true identity, and we're trying our best to live up to it. We just have a, let me do it that way, Sister Monica. Yeah. That's all we want. That's when it's all over said and done, when it's a peace of mind. That's it. We just want to be left alone, minding to our own business. Let us go ahead and worship our own creator. That's all we want. Leave us be. That's it. That's it. That's all we want. But as long as we are up under Satan's nose, he's going to cause a distraction. He's going to cause trouble. This is the reason why we are, if we all had the ability to run to the wilderness and we knew where we was going to get to this wilderness, trust and believe. A lot of you brothers and sisters be running right now. Because you know for a fact, once you get to that wilderness, there is your peace of mind. Because you know for a fact, this here is being ruled by the Most High. And everything that he's been asking us to do, we're trying our best to get to it and do it. This is the longest of all captivities of Israel. And we're that end time generation. It is a privilege. It is a privilege to me to be amongst you brothers and sisters of this time of the end. It is a privilege because we all want to encourage one another. We have prayed for brothers and sisters on this or that. Prayers was answered. Prayers was answered. The Most High knows exactly the ups and downs of his people. He knows it. Now it's time for him to stand up, lift his people up. Because when the Most High stands up, we right there by his kneecaps. That's what we stand at, right there by his kneecaps. But the world do not want you to know who your father is. They do not want you to know that. But we fighting for it. We already got the DNA. And then your father came looking for you. And he found you. Now he's picking you up and raising you up. And with all of that action, Satan is on a whole nother level. He came over and picked these kids up. Good night. I'm in trouble. My days are numbered. I'm going to cause so much havoc for these people before I get up out of here. That's what he's doing. Brothers and sisters, let's stay mindful of the time in which we're living in. We must Stay very mindful. And for those brothers and sisters that can put together something that's going to benefit us as a nation, do it. Put it out there. What about this or what about that? Put it out there, brothers and sisters, because trust and believe. You too, Brother Robert. You be safe out there, brother. I'm about to close it out myself. We need to continue to be encouraging to brothers and sisters. We do. We're living in some trials, some demonic times. Like Brother Yacoba said some months ago. Pain. Pain. Let me tell you something about pain, brothers and sisters. The more you concentrate on the pain, the more pain you're going to have. The least time, and don't get me wrong, it's a difficult thing to do. If any one of you brothers and sisters, let me see, hit your finger on something, try your best not to think about it. You're gonna be surprised how fast that pain would dissipate. And you're not going to see a whole lot of swelling. You may think I'm joking, but try it. Try it. And the reason why I say that, brothers and sisters, we're going to see some trials sometimes. And when you notice that the times are being trialsome, just trust and believe. I'm telling you from experience, brothers. Though that's a whole nother. Brothers, you Israel. And your trials will come 1, 2, 3, 4 in the same day. You Israel. And if you start seeing things like that, know for a fact the devil is somewhere in the midst. He's causing all of this trouble. The only thing you need to, once you recognize, you know for a fact it's the devil, brothers and sisters, you need to be lifting yourself up. You need to be patting yourself on the back because there's something that you're doing that's good. You doing something very good that the devil do not like. He's trying to get you so thrown out. He's trying to get you discombobulated. Keep on giving glory to the Most High. When you start seeing stuff that's happening, 1, 2, in a domino effect, brothers and sisters, I mean, pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself on the back. Because you're doing something that is turning him off. He can't stand it. Let it happen. And I don't care. Let's just say if it's one thing that happened here, and the next day is something else. I don't care if it's days apart. You're still doing something that is irritating him. You doing something, and you may not, you may know it, and you may not. If you call in and encourage your brother or sister, oh please, you're gonna have the devil on you. That spirit that you have, Israel, is very damaging to the devil. That's what the problem is going to be for him. Because you are abiding by the spirit and you leaving that flesh in this position. Who do that? You, brothers, if it's happening to you right now, you're doing something that's right. Or you may be of the chosen ones. One or the other. You irritating them. And see, at the same time, brothers, you go have these principalities running from here to there, or here to there, and here to there, and you gonna be finding yourself thinking about things that you don't normally think about, and you will start rebuking it. Things are going to pop on your feed, and you're like, "Wait a minute, man, what is this?" They're trying their best to get you discombobulated. And it's going to happen a whole lot more as these days draw to their close. That's what's going to happen. This is a warning. Yahushua already warned us. We need this warning each and every day. And brothers and sisters, in this calamity that may be coming upon brothers and sisters could be sickness. But there's only one life giver, and that is the Most High. And if it is a sickness, Sister Kathy Jones, I'm finna go in personally on you. You and your strong desire against this hatred of this system is a thorn in the devil's flesh. Oh, sister, you got him working 24 hours a day. Yes. I mean, and see, this is the thing. When the Most High, and when brothers and sisters have that deep-seated love for the Most High, the devil knows it. He knows exactly what he needs to do to a person. And if he know for a fact he don't have that the okay from the Most High, hey, you can do this and do that. He knows exactly. I just got to irritate this person. And he knows that. I just got to irritate this person. I need for this Negro to if I can get them to denounce the Most High, I would do that. But it seems like he's losing strength. See, when you have that love that Brother Galen and Sister Kathy Jones have, you're irritating to the devil. When you have a mindset of doing something for your brothers and sisters, you're irritating to the devil. And he's going to cause trouble. Yes, he is. And if he can't get to Sister Kathy, guess who he go try? Alrighty. I need to keep on bothering her just to affect him. It's the same old tactic, brothers. The same old tactic that he used with Eve. He's using that right down to this very day. He knew that he could not mess with Adam. But he looked at Adam because he knew Adam loved Eve. He's doing the same thing. All right. He sees that this brother, Galen, loves his wife. He sees this. Oh, this man got a deep-seated love for his wife. And then he reading the Bible too. I need to break this Negro spirit. What did he do? The things that you love is what he's going to attack. The things or person, he's going to attack it. In order for you to break your spirit towards the Most High. If Brother Galen and Sister Kathy had a child, he would go through that child to break both of them down. And if he broke both of them down, the child is lost. That's how sinister that the devil is. We can't give him no type of space, no type of respect when it comes to our survival and our worship to the Most High. This is what he's doing. This is his mindset. The same old tactic he used in the beginning, he's using right now. Same ones. He knows exactly who you are, and he knows exactly what he needs to continue to do. Because trust, one day is going to come. The day is going to come, you will recognize, wait a minute, I'm feeling pretty good today. The devil is going to be too busy trying to find out how in the world he goes escape this judgment? Where can he go? Where can he run and hide? He cannot come and touch you then. And especially Exodus, or pre-Exodus, or pre-gathering. That's what he's noticing. That's what he's noticing. No, Sister Kathy. But one day the devil is going to rise up off you, just like he did, um, Job. When he got through with Job, what did he do? Did he go back and apologize? Did he go back and apologize? Even when he couldn't break him. The scripture said he just left him alone and went looking for somebody else to devour. That's all he did. And the same thing is going to happen. It's going to get to a point where he's going to just walk away. But this time, I think he's going to be running, though. He's going to have him some good pair of sneakers or whatever, and he going to be making some tracks because he going to know the Most High is looking for him. See, right now, it's easy. It's easy for them to cause distraction and things of that nature. But the moment the Most High dispatches angels to rectify matters, oh, it's going to be on and popping then. It's going to be on and popping. See, right now, they doing everything at his whim, at their whims, that is. Slithering off. You're right, sis. That's it. He slithered off. But this is one time he can't be slithering. No, that snake gonna have some legs on. He gonna have some legs on him. No, we need to get him. We need to run. Because they know for a fact. See, when you see death, a death that you can't explain. This is a death they can't explain. We can't explain it either for them. We can't. Because they shudder when they hear the Most High's name. They shudder. We don't. They have done so much damage. They cannot even imagine the depth of non-existence. They cannot imagine it. But we, Israel, we need to stay faithful. Pray to the Most High for wisdom, extreme wisdom, and discernment. Trust and believe, brothers and sisters. The Most High is going to give it out. And for those that can handle wisdom and discernment very good, they may get just a double portion. And for those that may not be good at so much with wisdom and discernment, trust and believe, there will be some saving for you. And it may be, you may have to just use your ears to hear and to understand and to listen and to continue to live. In other words, obedience. That's what it's going to boil down to being. It's obedience. And if you got good association amongst yourselves, the better off you're going to be. Bad association spoil useful habits. If we mingling with the world, trust and believe, you're going to die with this world. Keep your head on the swivel, Israel. You know that the devil is out there to distract you. He's not out here to distract the world. The world itself is a distraction. The system of things is his. He's not worried about the world. His concern is you. You are those 12 disciples. You are that Job. You are that Yahushua HaMashiach. He knows it. He can't touch him. He's going to get the people that is absolutely related to him. And listen to this. That's by blood and spirit. Blood and spirit. Are not the 12 coming from the 12 tribes of Israel? Not the 12. The 144,000, where are they chosen from, Israel? Where are they chosen from? They're going from a flesh and blood to a spirit realm. We are related no matter how you look at it. Whether it's fleshly or spiritually, we are related. Consider that a privilege, Israel, and walk in that privilege, teaching that privilege, and love in that privilege. That's what we need to do. And the more we do that, the better off we're going to be. And you brothers and sisters, Sister Kathy, your strong will for your brothers and for your brothers and sisters to come together, and you teaching this and you hating this system, yeah, he gonna come upon you and me and you, Galen, everybody else. He's going to come. He don't want you saying those things. He don't want you to be feeling those things. And this is when the Most High said that we continue to preach even in the face of death. Even in the face of death. We're doing just that. We know for a fact the stuff that we are saying can put us to death. The devil will come out here and mess with us so much. If he can get us to self-delete, he will do it. But we know where our reliance is. We know for a fact we look to the Most High. And that's where we get our life from. And you're right, Sister Linda Cross. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Good health and wealth. Oh my goodness, good. Sister, that sounds like a rap. It sounds like that needs to be an album. Sister, I don't know. Sister, I would say this, Sister Linda Cross, on that one. You got me on that one, sister. I'm about to go. I think I'm gonna get me a hoodie and put that on there. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Good health and wealth. Also, let's talk about royalties. That is a nice saying, sis. That is a nice saying. If I was you, I would write that down. Go get a few t-shirts made on that one. I would. Brothers and sisters, keep your head on the swivel. Like Sister Linda Cross said, wisdom comes that knowledge laced with understanding, brings in good health and wealth. Come on now. We're all going to, somewhere down this line, brothers, we're going to continue to incur. Now, Sister Linda Cross, if you notice some things starting to happen to you repetitiously, you just know that you can fall back on this here. You said these words, and that's something right there is a very spiritually strong saying for brothers and sisters. Now, if you start noticing a lot of things start happening to you, just fall back on, well, I said something that the devil didn't like. And if the devil don't like it, trust and believe. And then whether he like it or not, the Most High is smiling at something like this here, sister. He's smiling because you saying things that's going to enlighten your brothers and sisters. That's what the Most High looks at. When you just bent over double to lift your brothers and sisters up, oh yeah, you have the Most High's attention now. Oh, sister, baby, shoot. Well, sister, it's going to be a struggle, Sister Kathy. It is. It's going to be a struggle because sometimes you just want to take a bat and go cave in some skulls. I ain't talking about individuals. I'm talking about spiritually speaking, that is. Because I mean the stress that we gotta the stuff that we gotta contend with. Brothers, I can give you what Sister Kathy knows. I talk to Sister Kathy and Brother Galen kind of often, and they know some repetitious things that's been happening with myself. Good gracious almighty. Now y'all about to you do not want this to be no Oprah Winfrey episode. Box of tissues and things. No. But trust and believe. There's the more you are there for Yah's people, Yahushua already told you, if you took care of one of these least ones, you took care of me. That's what he said. We got to help one another out. It's going to be life-saving. It's going to be life-saving. A few words can save your life, Israel. If you think I'm joking, hey, let's go ahead and talk about those two evildoers. One on the left, one on the right of the Yahushua. The one on the left was the one that was marking the most, marking Yahushua. He was mocking him. But the one on the right, he was like, man, leave him alone. Me and you, we getting what's what is to become of us. We was thieves. And when I tell you this, brothers and sisters, go to Africa and you stole something, and that person you stole from step out on the road and say thief. When they say thief, everybody and their mama come out their doors with whatever. If it's going to be a broomstick, a knife, machete, they stepping outside. And if you just pass, they stepping out and they running behind you. I'm telling you what I seen. I seen this. Now the other two, they burned them. They burned them. One stole some chicken. He stole like 6 or 7 chickens. And the other one stole some clothes. They caught him. They burned those two. The other guy, when I stepped outside my place I was staying at, he stole a bag of what do you call these? The little minerals? It's not minerals, but they very small fish, very small. He stole a bag of those, and they caught him. Now they didn't kill him. They put him in a jail, a neighborhood jail, and boom, lock him up. It may be 7 days before the police come by and pick him up. He will be in that jail for 7 days, and then they'll come pick him up. No food, no water. He gonna be in there for 7 days. So you don't find too many people around there stealing like that now, because they don't want to be in that. They don't want to be in that predicament. Some get bold, hey, and we've seen the results of it, you know. But I tell you, this, when we doing right by our brothers and sisters, there's a lot of smiles that comes upon us from the Most High. And yes, we're going to fall into displeasure with the devil. We was born into displeasure when it comes to the devil. We was born into it. We were born into it. Our struggles from a personal standpoint, we know for a fact that, majority of us we're going to have an understanding. We all have some very serious mishaps in our families and things of that nature. And the majority of it is going to be devil inclined, devil induced. But we must continue to move forward. Me and my cousin, we was talking about that, about our family. Because when we was kids, we seen some things. I'm like, man, are you for real? Now we got grown. We have a better understanding and things of that nature. So a lot of things I told my cousin he did not know. He's like, man, are you for real? He was just floored. He could not believe it. Then he started telling me something. I'm like, bro, are you for real? And you think you cousin, you think you family. And you come to find out the more you sit right here and you tell about things, you come to realize, man, we're strangers. Oh, that's the name of that fish. All right, smelt. Okay, all righty. Um, I never knew. I know when we was kids, Sister Van P, we call it mineral. A mineral, I like that. I mean, matter of fact, these fish are smaller than sardines. So yeah, so it's smelt. All right. But getting back, yes, we couldn't find out. We the more we talk, we were strangers because we was both just wild by not knowing this, and we supposed to be family. That's and my cousin. These are my first cousins, and we have always been close. The first cousins. Now their kids, I don't know them. They don't know me. But all the first ones we know. There you go, Sister Melody Minnows. All right. You know, when you down south and girl, we'll take one word and it may say it'll say something else. I mean, and we'll come up with a country word for it and we'll killed. Killed. He killed him. And I never forget we used to say that when we was kids. He got killed. Instead of saying killed. Whatever. It is what it is. But when it's all over said and done, brothers and sisters, it is absolutely a necessity that we love, respect, and pray for our brothers and sisters. Because we all need it. We all need it. But I think, well, I don't think, brighter days are ahead of us. And for those brothers and sisters that are looking forward to doing things on a much more grander scale, they're doing it. They're doing it. They're planning things out. They're asking for the Most High's hand to be in it because they have a great deal of zeal, love for the brothers. And they're going to do these things. That wilderness, brothers and sisters, it is not a bad thing at all. Because you cannot associate badness with the Most High when it comes to his people. It's just a word. It's just a word, wilderness. And when you look at wilderness, you're thinking it's barren, ain't no food, trees ain't no leaves on the trees. We got to go through some woods with these old animals walking around and everything. No, brothers and sisters, nah. It's not that. This wilderness or this time of separation of Israel is going to happen in and amongst our own people. That's how it's not going to happen here. All right, granted, you may have something that fall asleep in death. But when you're talking about when the Most High said he's going to weed out his people, and let's just say hypothetically speaking that they're being, I can't say they're being wedded. I mean, separated in Satan's system. What do darkness have to do with the light? The Most High do not have to step into his thing. Now, if the Most High got to take somebody out, I mean, hey, it is what it is. But I'm talking more on a grander scale where we will have a choice to use our free will to make that choice of whether we want to live or we want to choose to die. And it's going to be by means of that flesh. But not by means of it, but it's going to be a choice between your flesh and your spirit. That's what it's going to be about. Keep your head on the swivel, Israel. Stay firm. Stay faithful. Keep a smile on the Most High's face. Keep it. Because trust and believe, we're doing it. We're that generation that's coming out of that 400-year captivity. We're those people the Most High said we will come to appreciate. And here we are, appreciating and glorifying Him, His name, His purpose for us. That's what we're doing. That's the smile the Most High wanted. And we are giving it to Him. We're being just like David. We're searching, we're running right after His heart. We're doing everything David wanted to do. He was searching for the Most High's heart. He was. And we're doing just that. Stay faithful, Israel. And you brothers and sisters, stay safe out there. And on that note, I would say, shalom.